Thank you. My name is Melvin Powell. My comments are my own, although I am a member of the West Wapisa Preservation Coalition. I believe what I have to say is in concert with the members of that coalition. I wanted into the record that I oppose the approval of this application as stated without the study of an integrated set of alternatives which would emphasize the advantages of furthering the local generation and distribution of electric power. I'd like it consider that any contribution to a regional bulk wholesale market of electricity should be considered very carefully in regards to the actual benefit to our commonwealth. And what I mean by commonwealth is that the fuels that go to produce electricity are shared by all beings on the earth. The product of pollutants of producing electricity are equally, the effects of those pollutants are equally shared by all beings of the earth. And at the local level, we need to take responsibility for the use of our wealth and the production of pollutants. I believe that there is a market failure emerging in terms of the development of regional bulk wholesale production and transmission of electricity. I think the failure is that it does not sufficiently account for the accumulated effects to not only the people of the region but worldwide. I want to refer to a study by the Federal Electric Energy Information Administration. It's called the Electric Transmission Network, a multi-regional analysis. It points out that the economic gains are unsubstantiated and in doubt, but in particular it says, and I'm quoting, with increased electricity trade, emissions such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide could be affected both in the aggregate level released and in their spatial distribution. This possibility has raised concern in states that could experience higher concentrations of pollutants as a result of power transfer across broad geographic areas. Are there alternatives? I think there's enough reasonable evidence that there are alternatives, and that further study and consideration have to be made whenever any change to the regional electric production and transmission system is effective. This is a study from the Public Service Commission done at the request of the state legislature. It came out in December 2000. In their summary, it says that the legislator interest is what is generally referred to as distributed generation reflects a growing interest in decentralized electrical generation on the part of electric consumers, utilities, and independent power producers. The United States Department of Energy forecasts that distributed generation could provide as much as 20% of all new U.S. power generation capacity additions by 2010. So I'll just conclude by saying there are alternatives now to have local, neighborhood level generating facilities that produce both heat and electricity far more efficiently than large-scale power generating plants transmitting their product over large distances. In terms of what actually is meant by efficiency, we have to consider the efficiency of the fuel as well as the avoidance of pollutants associated with that, and also at a regional and neighborhood level, the distribution of electricity could maximize individuals' choices and opportunities to conserve power. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wall.